G'day viewers, well I've got this thing all set up now, this thing's good to go. Now I did do some more research and yes, server motherboards do not support PCI Express graphics. If I could find the right type of card, and even if it did boot up, the system would crash every 5 or 10 minutes, so server board only. Not for onboard and not for PCI Express graphics. It's only used for storage, expansion slots, stuff like that. Not graphics. Forget about it. But I have managed to get this works on it. So I've got a USB adapter coming in the mail, so I can plug. It's got 2 of these on it. I can plug any speakers into it instead of just those. So I'm right for sound. It's actually not for a server. Using it as a PC really isn't that bad, just no graphics. Then again, all I'm going to do with this is I'm going to actually use this instead of that one. That's more for gaming. This one I use for live streaming, I reckon. Maybe for LAN parties and stuff like Aussie 50 does. This would be perfect for that, because I plug the USB camera in. The Wi-Fi works brilliantly, even without the antenna I get really good range. So this could probably go in my man cave if I make some room and have a clear space in there. This would be good for live streaming, this computer. Anyway, that's all set up ready to go. I've also got some more goodies. Yes, my new VFD arrived. This is a 2 horsepower Powtran. This is a better quality than the Huanyang VFD. But pretty well made for something made in Shenzhen, China. This was a lot easier to program too. About the same price I paid for my 4 kilowatt Huanyang. I also got this one. That's the smell. Well, the electronic smells a bit more higher quality. The Huanyang one is pretty smelly. Dude, this is to come on the way. Remember, Ed's the TK VFD is like as big as that for a 2 horsepower. Look how much have come down in size over time. It's got less connections. You've got your active and neutral, motor and earth. That's it. It still has all the functions that the other one has. I think this is a bit more advanced than Huanyang. This has got an onboard pot. Sensorless vector control. This one. Yeah. This was more professional than the Huanyang one. Yeah, this was much better quality. So I'm going to probably use this for a more professional setup. And I use my Huanyang just to have fun with, I think, on that big CMG motor. And finally, my Koprechi Ariston dishwasher timer arrived. There we go. The dishwasher can now be on the well and surely on the way to recovery and get it all cleaned up and give it a good test if I get a chance. Just waiting for that one. So although the Big Warehouse Spares website had to wait for this to come in stock. So to get this, you're going to squeeze the sides and it just clips off. A bit of a struggle, I don't want to break it, but got all the things I need. PLC and everything on there, just like the other one has, for a pot and everything. And the display is not removable, but for this one that doesn't really matter. I can have a remote thing going to it. Very nicely made drive for a Chinese made drive. I know Delta VFDs I think are probably made in the same place in China. So this is just as, I know this is the same quality built as Delta VFDs. And I think they have some I've seen have Japanese capacitors in them. Not all. What brand are those caps? Oh, Jiangsu. Jiangsu, that's the same Jiangsu brand company name that a Baoli forklifts part of a Linda group. Interesting. Made in Jiangsu for by that same company in China. 400 volt capacitors, 30 microfarad. I can see what temperature range they are. That should be 390 microfarad. It should be 105 degrees Celsius at least. Yep, not 85 degrees Celsius. Okay. But they're not on the heatsink like the other one. They're in there, so they're going to run a lot cooler. They have a lot easier life in there than they are down here, like on the Huanyang one. A lot less likely to get heat stress, so they're not going to get anywhere near that hot, so that should be alright. Anyway, another good score. Definitely not as smelly as the Huanyang one. Anyway, thanks for watching.